Hey, how's it going everyone here with a bit of a surprise purchase. This is, well, Kento Nanami from Jujutsukaisen. If you haven't seen the series, stop this video, just go watch it now. Season 1 is complete, Season 2 starting in July actually. Was it June? June, July, anyway, very soon. The manga is very nice. If you're into Shonen Jump stuff, go check it out. It's great. Basically takes a lot of key points from a lot of other series and kind of improves upon it, or it does a different take. And definitely it's a fun manga to reread as well. Now, normally, actually, if you've been following my channel, I did post the S.H.figuarts Ghetto, who's actually still set up on my desk here from where I did that one. I have been pretty busy, not really at home much recently, so everything is kind of still set up from that. But yeah, this is the Figma release. I think this is the 4th one. We've had Yuji, Megumi, Gojo, Nobara. Okay, 5th release from the Figma line. Actually, my second Figma pickup, I do have Nobara. I haven't done a review or anything like that yet. I randomly picked it up recently just to do a bit of a swap with some S.H.figuarts parts, which I'll hopefully get to eventually. But until then, I wanted to check this out. I haven't even opened it. I've literally just got home. I was at the Akihabara today with 86 from 86 Reviews. But go check out his videos, they're very nice. He's another fellow Oceania person living here in Japan. And we just went to the S.H.figuarts, or the Tamashii Nations World Tour event in Akihabara. And afterwards we checked out a couple of shops, and yeah, this guy came out I think yesterday or the day before, and he was kind of discounted, so I kind of caved because we don't have any Figuarts announcements for Nanami, and you know the next one that they've teased is Toro, so I don't know if we will be getting him anytime soon for Figuarts. And since he does come with the blue shirt and the suit top, as well as other effects, it's going to be something that even if you do get the Figuarts in the future, you can probably mix and match to have the different versions, and at least hopefully utilize some of these effect parts with the Figuarts version as well. But yeah, let's just pop him out of a box and check out what he does actually come with. Okay, so we've got the instructions here, so it does show the ball joint, which is quite cool, so you know which way to move his hips, and how to change his hand, and his watch actually comes off apparently. And then we've got the effect with his stand, the hand to hold his weapon, what was it, I can't remember, a sword or tie. Well, okay, his whole neck peg will pop out, so then you can take the tie, and switch the tie around, and then for the torso pop on and off as well, the bangs or front part of his hair pop off, then you can change the face plates. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty nice and easy. Okay, and then we've got the English on the back side. Don't normally pick up Figmas, so it's all pretty new to me. Yeah, definitely drop a comment below if you are collecting the Figma version of these figures or not. If you're just more like me, previously only collecting the figure arts. So on the back here, taped in. Take that off. Got a little bag there for holding the parts eventually, and then we have the stand, and then we've got the hand. So what's there? We've got yeah, the tie wrapped around his hand there, the non-tie version, and the other ones, as well as what's that? One spare peg, which is pretty cool. It is nice how we do get those, and then we've got the stand for the effect. Now for Nanami himself, we've got him in the centre there using the suit jacket already. We've got the upper, just the shirt torso. Then we've got the no tie, tie, watch, weapon. The, what's that, mouth open with glasses, and just a more neutral look. So not too much in the way of facial expressions for this figure. Though we do have the torso change. I guess that probably took up most of the budget for this figure. Pop them out. mean, straight away, kind of, even in the box, it doesn't really look that nice in terms of his fairness because it's all kind of bent over. A little bit more of a, yeah, hunch neck, I guess. I don't remember him having that much of a hunchback in the series, but maybe he did. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you think this is accurate or not. One thing that is kind of cool with the Figma is you do have the stand hold there, though a little bit ugly, but it is quite nice. You can just plug it in so you don't have to clamp around the body, which is nice. The overall feel for the figure is nice, a nice kind of matte finish to it. Feels pretty good. Kind of soft rubber, a little bit thick, but it does have splits around the back there, which will allow for a bit more articulation. That should bend on the front here. This seems like it's pretty similar to the railgun figures I have actually. So I guess it's a standard technique for the Figmas. So for articulation, let's start at the top here and we can move his head down. I mean, he moves forward pretty well. I mean, he does have a heads up with that bit of a hunchback there, but the head will still left and right without too much issue, and the neck will move as well if you can get a grip on it. The shoulder joints do feel pretty decent. We do have a slight butterfly joint there, not much motion forward and back though, but the upper suit jacket is soft and rubber and it is split, so it doesn't get in the way too much. They're pretty limited articulation. Can he swivel his arm up? He can sort of up and around. It's not too bad actually. So that way is pretty nice. The elbow joint here, you can see the peg pretty well actually. It's like a normal big ball joint. So I think if we get on the right angle, we can kind of move it. It's a bit stiff I think. There we go, if you can't hold it in the right position to move it. And it's got an okay range. I mean, it's definitely nowhere near as nice or as clean as the Figuarts. Yeah, this figure is definitely, I mean, so far a bit disappointed actually. I think it's mostly that giant hunchback there. I just can't get over that. To me, Nanami is someone who's, I don't know, full of pride, nice posture. Yeah, seems a little bit strange there. Anyway, moving down to the torso. Actually really, okay, that's just popped out of a joint, so okay, that comes off easy. Maybe it wasn't on correctly straight away, but we can definitely see the inside of the joint there well, and let's pop that back on. Okay, yeah, a little bit of motion forward, nothing too major. Going back again gets pretty limited. It's mostly in the range in the lower leg and hip area. Now speaking of, that comes off quite easy. Let's just have a look without the top part. The legs itself can split out pretty well. This is a soft rubber on top, so it will flex and move a little bit with the legs, and it does have the split. As we can see when looking in the top there, it's all pretty straightforward and simple on the inside. Knee joint's pretty big. It doesn't get the full 90 degrees or anything like that. It will kind of stick out. It's a, what's that, almost 45 degree angle. It's not too bad. At least it feels really nice and smooth, which is really good. On that top joint as well, we do get a bit of a swivel left and right, and coming into the feet area, a little bit back and forth. I mean, everything is pretty basic. It's hard to not compare to the, I'll get one over here, we've got a Jojo from the S.H.figuarts line where everything just feels so much nicer. I mean, look at that range in the legs and the upper body as well. While still a little bit limited, going forward and back is a lot nicer. Everything will just feel so much better on the Figuarts figure. Yeah, so far I don't feel like this is a great release. Actually, I don't have Nobara close to me at the moment. It's somewhere else. But that figure is actually really nice in terms of articulation. I feel like it's a lot nicer in terms of the Figma line. So if the other figures are more like Nobara, then yeah, pretty decent. But yeah, that covers it for the articulation. Let's pop the other torso on and check that one out instead. So we've got the legs, we've got the torso, and it just slots on. It is super loose. It's, I don't know, I kind of expect it, I know, a bit of a, something to clip in there, but it's really loose. It will come off easily. So definitely be careful if you're holding this figure kind of above a ledge or anything like that, because if you're holding the wrong spot or move, it may fall down and you could probably easily break a neck peg or anything like that if it falls onto a hard surface on the wrong angle, so be careful for that. Now for the neck we have a few options. Just take the tape off here. Let's go with the tie version, eh? Yeah, that's actually quite a nice soft rubber, which is quite cool. I believe that just slots in like so. And then we need to pull the neck out of this figure. And that comes out really well actually. Okay, actually a bit of a stain there from the shirt already. But it should be covered up by this version as well. Let's angle up, yeah, slot it in. Actually, maybe I missed the peak hole. Let's angle this a little bit. Okay, there we go. Ooh. This is a weird, fiddly figure. I'm not really sure if I really do like or not. Maybe it's just my one, or if they're all like this, but anyway, yes, now this is looking a lot better. This is nice and not so much of that hunchback. So basically, shirt body, dump that, who needs it? Go with shirtless Nanami for that more of a badass look, which she's kind of known for. We have a bit more range of articulation as well. Again, we've got, bloody hell. Yeah, no goods there. Okay, so the shoulders are nice, these will move up and around. Oh, and that popped off. Man, this one is pretty easy pop on and off. Now, how does that go? Okay, let's try to pop that in. There we go. That popped in again. Yeah, Figma, man, yeah. Had a couple others, not too many. If you collect Figma, is this normal? Definitely drop a comment below and let me know. But I love the colouring, the printing at least of the tie is really cool. Actually, speaking of that, let's pop the other one on and we can check that out. Okay, that pops in like so. And then we can change the hand. Okay, so I switched the hand over, and that was actually really nice and easy to do. The tie wrapped around his hand looks really badass, and we can pop the man, those legs, just leave them off. Anyway, let's pop his other hand off, and then we can pop the watch on this hand. Okay, hopefully that's easy to see and that's in focus, but the watch is on there. That actually looks really cool. It'd be nice if we can get some, like, maybe some little stickers to go in there with the time, you know, a nice neon green or that, you know, digital watch green colour on there. That'd be like really cool. Give a bit more extra detail in that. That could be a nice little fun aftermarket accessory to put on them. Okay, so I switched the face over. This is the mouth open one. I mean, overall, the faces do look like Nanami. He has a pretty distinctive look though, so it's kind of hard to get wrong. And the weapon is actually really nice. A little bit fiddly to get in the hand there, but the printing of it is nice. It does have a wrap around it. So yeah, the weapon looks nice. The watch looks nice. The ties are cool. Being able to switch the torso is great. The tie wrapped around the hand is really nice. So that is really cool. But yeah, let's switch the face to the one with the glasses off, and then we can put the hand that is holding the glasses on him as well. Okay, so the actually the face without the glasses is actually really nice, and it is cool how he has a hand holding the glasses, matches well with the hand with the tie wrapped around as well. So this is all really cool. Yeah, I think this is probably how I might actually display him, and this look I think he does look pretty badass, which is great. Now he does have a nice section of hands, just for, you know, different variations. One's to, you know, do a cool pose, one's, you know, for fighting and holding his weapon and so forth. Now the other feature that's meant to come with it, actually I do have a stand here. How does this even work? Let's pop the stand like so. I think then that should go on his back. There we go. These are rather fiddly, aren't they? There we go. There we go. Something like so for that. There we go. Got a good one with a stand there. That's not too bad. And speaking of stands, I got out one for the effect, and I can't even find the effect. I don't even know if it is missing, if this one's meant to come with it. I've checked the box. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I lie. It's stuck behind the box. Let's pull that out and set it up. Okay, if you can't find your effect, this whole inside of the box will come out, and then it's taped to the bottom of the box. It might be a little bit hard to see. Okay, man, I was starting to think that maybe they had forgotten to put it in. I'm glad we're not that unlucky. Let's take this off. Okay, so here goes the effect. Just, you know, printed on a nice thin piece of plastic. It looks pretty cool, especially when you kind of pose up with Nanami in the background there. Now, I do have, as I mentioned earlier, we've got Gojo. Here's some Figuarts. The height matches up pretty well. We have the brand new S.H.figuarts Ghetto, who's fantastic. Go buy him. Buy 10, buy 20. Let's show some love for the Figuarts line, because these are so nice. We've got Yuji there, and then obviously Yuta. Figma have shown off the Yuta. I don't think it looks as nice as the Figuarts though, personally. But yeah, for some pros and cons for the Nanami, pros being blue shirt, watch, hand holding glasses, the hands are really good, the weapon looks really nice, the matte finish is lovely, feels nice, being able to change the upper suit or upper torso with the blue shirt torso is really cool, nice versatility, good selection of hands. But coming into the cons, I mean, I wouldn't say he's a POS figure, but he's definitely not figure of the year. Definitely at the bottom. I mean, people complain about the recent trunks being loose. This guy just falls apart in your hand, literally. So the way that it interconnects could be better. The articulation isn't great. The sculpting for the upper torso here, it just looks like a hunchback. It doesn't look like Nanami. Nanami, you know, he's a bit, you know, burdened by life, but he still kind of has that air of, you know, yeah, he's just cool. You know, he wouldn't be slouching that much. If you look at photos, you know, as well, he doesn't have that look. Though looking at the box here, there's that one pose, maybe a little bit hard to see, just over here where he's kind of leaning forward with a weapon. Maybe it was just designed just to be able to pull off that one pose and he's leaning forward like he's walking. But yeah, yeah, articulation's limited. The knee articulation isn't very good at all. I mean, he's expensive as well. I mean, I got him on sale, I think like 15 or 20% off at 8,500 yen. That's discounted. Already that's pretty much expensive. Only reason why I caved and got him, I got Nobata. She was great. And you know, here's in person there, you know, I wanted him to match up with Gojo and the others, and like the blue shirt look. So for that, it's really cool. But for the price, he just falls very flat, and I couldn't really recommend him to anyone to purchase unless you really want Nanami to fill in your line, and if you really like the blue shirt looks. That is really cool. I must admit, that is really nice. But the suit jacket just doesn't work for me. And if you're after great articulation, not really good. And when compared to the Figuarts line, I mean, just nowhere near as good, in my opinion. But yeah, maybe a bit harsh there. Sometimes, but yeah, generally speaking, I'm pretty positive when it comes to the figures. I try to find the good side to them all. And at least with Nanami here, that blue shirt is really cool. He definitely looks badass. So yeah, drop a comment below and let me know what you think about this release and the Figma line in general, and well, just Jujutsukaisen figures in general. If you click the Figma one, if you click SSH, or both, drop a comment below and let me know why. I always enjoy reading everyone's comments. But yeah, if you haven't already, go check out Geto. Actually, I've got a review for all these ones online, but Geto came out last month, or earlier this month. Man, time is flying. So he's just come out, so go check out his review as well. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, cheers!